sell a pen? How will you sell a pen to me?
Okay, ma'am. So should I tell like a third person? Like
Yeah, you can do it anyway.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if I want to pitch a pen to you, so ma'am, the first and foremost thing, some of the things, like there is not a one particular answer for this. Some of the answers are like, first of all, I would choose to pitch the fab matrix way. Like I will tell the features of the pen, then I will tell the advantages of those features. And then I will tell you that what those features will give you as uses, advantages. So like example, this is a pen. So I will say that this is like refillable. It can be used multiple times. It's a one-time investment unless and until you want to buy it again and again. And also, ma'am, this is very super smooth and it's water resistant. These would be some of the points I would be using.
Okay. So
Yes,
how to sell a comb to a bad person?
Okay, ma'am. Some of the points which we can use for selling a comb to a bald person can be, we can use it as a, it's not necessary that the end user will be the bald man only. So he can gift it to other people also, maybe his wife or or his children or whoever. And then he can, like, it can be a point of statement that, you know, a bald man is selling something which he doesn't have. It will be a like kind of, it will make a statement that it's towards the positive outlook for his life. Secondly, we can also use it as, you know, it is good for circulation, hair circulation, and it enables hair growth. Or also it can, like, you know, good for sometimes you have developed that itching and all, so it's good for that. And no need for any pills or investing in pills or like that. So that those are the some points we can use.
To how to sell a headphone to a deaf person?
Okay, ma'am. As I know, as I've been knowing, that all deaf people are not completely deaf. They are partially deaf, and like all they need is, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Akriti, they are partially deaf, but we know that headphone is not good for our ears, right? Headphone is not good for our ears. Am I audible? Swikriti, am I audible?
Okay, Swikriti. Okay, Swikriti. See, earphones are not good for our ears, right? It is already scientifically proven. And if the person is deaf, let's say he is a partially deaf, right? And using a headphone will only elevate his problem, na? So why will he buy a headphone? It will increase his problem of deafness, right? He's already partially deaf. So why will he purchase a headphone?
Yes, ma'am. Coming to that point, ma'am, first of all, it can be used as for warmth also in winters. Like if it's a headphone one, then it can be used as ear muff. Secondly, if it's like normal
see, the price of ear muffs are very cheaper than comparing the price of the headphone. So just to protect the, you know, from the winter, why should he invest in such an expensive product?
Ma'am, then comes the additional features, ma'am. An ear muff will be like only an ear muff, traditional ear muff. But ma'am, the headphones or the earphones, they might be like additionally, they will help in like, you know, building a personal space for that person, be it deaf person or be it normal person. Now we are talking about deaf person. So definitely in any other such situations where he wants to, if he's an introvert and if he wants to like ignore people, so he can easily put on the earphones and he can enjoy gala time in his himself only. And also the choice of playlist, he can listen to his own type of songs without thinking about other people.
Okay. So now how will you sell an old newspaper?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, old newspaper, ma'am, as we know, newspaper is such a thing which is like useful in normal terms only, like if it's latest only. But some of the properties which we can add like in old newspaper is the value that it is old, that it will be containing some old useful information which we won't be having, like it's like an archived information. So that is as important as vintage as the new one, maybe more than that, because the value which we had before is more than the value we are having today. That's the concept I will use to pitch the customers.
Okay. So, okay, but the customer can counter you, like, why will he pay, a money for the thing which is old, which is, no required in the present time? Then why will he, the things that you have mentioned that can be managed with the other things also, right? Why will a
Okay,
person
ma'am.
pay for the old thing?
Ma'am, then maybe I can use the thing like develop the urgency or the need for that thing. Like if we are talking about the newspaper, then we can add that newspaper is something which cannot, old newspaper is something which cannot be acquired from anywhere, just like anywhere. Like all other stuff we can like use and acquire anywhere. So there comes the need and importance, because anything which is less in number, it creates more demand automatically. So
Okay.
there will be
Mhm.
the pushing of the urgency part. Yes, ma'am.
Let's say WhatsApp has made its platform chargeable. Okay,
Yes,
WhatsApp is
ma'am.
charging rupees 500 per month. So call your customer and convince them to pay this fee and continue with the WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if this is the same WhatsApp that they have been using since a long time, obviously, so there's
Mhm.
no need for convincing that the features they already know. We just need
Mhm.
to like emphasize on those already existing features, and then we
Mhm.
need to remind them of those features. Like it is that app, prominent app, which is used by like almost everyone, even in business
So they can
purpose,
use
personal purpose.
Telegram also. No, they can use Telegram. Telegram is for free, and Telegram also provide almost same features like WhatsApp, right? So
Yes,
why
yes,
will they
ma'am.
pay rupees 500 if they can get the same kind of features for free, right? In Telegram.
Ma'am, then here comes the additional features of WhatsApp, which Telegram or the other apps don't possess. We will highlight
Mm-hmm.
those, like
Okay,
the
like
encryption
yes.
of messages. And then, ma'am, there is that story, the status of the
Hmm.
story which the users can apply according to the privacy setting. Then we can set the privacy also. We can block or unblock people. There, we can change the wallpaper also, themes, and that according to our taste we can do. Yes, ma'am. These are some of the features I will highlight.
Okay. Okay. So suppose me and my husband both are working, right? And we have a child. We both teach her, and she is already good in studies. She has secured 95%, and she's studying in one of the big and reputed school like DPS Kanpur. So we don't need Byju's, okay? We don't at all need Byju's. Then how will you convince me to buy your product when there is no requirement from my side?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, then here we will need to develop requirement, like as in like there
Hmm.
may seem no requirement for that product or service at that time, but we can instill some requirement on the user based on some keywords. Like
Hmm.
we can use the words that, maintaining the marks and age of the child. We can maybe interact with the child also, and then the parents also, and then we can like give them a personal service according to the job they do. Then we will talk about the time constraint, that the
Hmm.
child can study at his own time, and then if the parents are busy, little bit busy, then the child will not be having problem, because the in Byju's we have
No,
interactive sessions. Yes,
that
ma'am.
part will be managed in this school because she is already studying in such a reputed school, right? There are teachers who provide personal guidance there also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We know that all these reputed and big schools, they provide personal
Mhm.
mentor to the child, right? Then why in studies part she doesn't require any additional help, right? Mentoring part
Okay,
will be
okay,
taken care by the school when the parents are busy. Then why to invest in such an expensive product?
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, here we can like, highlight the things like that the tender age of this child, it requires a
Hmm.
little bit molding part. Like if a child, he has a strong base in this age, then it can be like, inculcated to anything in the later on stages. Like it may seem that he doesn't require an external stimuli right now, but
Hmm.
the thing is, like the competition and the, first of all, the education and the competition. Like education is an investment which cannot be denied anytime. Like
Right.
इसकी हमेशा रहेगी, इसमें कोई वो end नहीं है, ma'am. First of
Right.
all, second, ma'am, it's an investment, one-time investment. Now you will be like investing in your education, then it will be a full-time blessing for the future. And then ma'am, what point you used? What else was there?
Mentoring part.
Mentoring part.
Yes.
Ma'am. So ma'am, talking about mentoring part, it's not deniable that obviously studying in already such a good school, we won't be highlighting the any bad qualities of schools. Schools are not bad, but it's just like, it's a support or extra support, like this app Byju's, it's extra support for the child, so that the child gets more confident, like, and more enjoyable, like his classes are not a pressure for him, and they are like kind of enjoyed. It's not a task for him, because with every session, it's like when we watch series, and then they are like, they end in cliffhangers, then we move on to the next part, and it becomes interesting, and we want to watch more and more. So same as with Byju, ma'am. I will highlight. Yes,
okay, so there is a student who need regular push for the study. He get easily distracted while studying. He need additional stimulus, someone to look after him, someone to monitor. So let's suppose I am his parent, okay? So I don't trust this tablet product, right? So I am planning to, hire a physical tutor for him who will be physically present there, can monitor, him. So then how will you convince me to buy this product?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, in this situation, I will highlight some of the points which will give confidence to the parents. Like the traditional method was also good. It is not bad. But we will simply highlight the benefits of the new conventional method, which will be like some of the points I will use will be like parental app, which will like give another access for the parents, so they can access what their child has been doing, and like they can monitor him. If they don't,
they can
like,
access that after the session, right? Once the session,
yes,
after the session, once the session is ended, then they can, monitor like their scorecard and all. But during the session, then and there, the child is distracted. He start doing something else, right? When there is no person present physically, who is going to monitor if he is studying from the tablet or doing something else? That's the need.
Okay,
he wants someone to be physically present there to guide him, to, look after him if he is studying or doing something else. That's the need.
In such situation, ma'am, I can highlight the app lock feature, in which like you can disable the other apps which are not to be used at that time, and which can cause distraction.